Hello friends and welcome back to the channel, Season 36, War number 11. Today we're taking on NWN, WN, 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 WN. Team today is going to be Hulkling, Omega Sentinel, and Void. I think I've used a different team every single war this season, which is pretty cool. Alright, first up we have an Omega Red on Node 4. We're going to go in with Omega Sentinel, some Omega on Omega action. I'm going to make sure to apply the heal block pre-fight. This is a very easy fight as long as you keep him heal blocked. The spores, of course, since Omega Sentinel is a robot, they're going to have a tough time sticking, so you don't really even need to worry about being close to him for too long. I don't think I'm ever even remotely close in this fight to getting enough spores that the degen's going to start hitting me. So I think this node also has the personal space healing, so you kind of don't want to stay close to him anyways, even though I have the heal block on him this entire time. So we've got the 3 heal blocks up, landed the special 2 there, 5 plasma, ticking him down. Yep, not much going on here. This is a very simple fight. I was glad to have a nice low-key warm-up fight here. And I think that's my only fight in Section 1. So moving up here, we've got a Nick Fury on Node 24. Going to go in here with Hulkling, of course, for the shock immunity. So my initial plan going in here, as you see me boost up here, I do put on invulnerability boost because I'm assuming at some point I'm probably going to have to take a special 1 to the face. And I think I do end up doing that. So my plan here is basically to take advantage of the EMP mod and Burn to Might nodes to ramp up my shapeshift charges and then hit into his block as much as possible. I want him to throw, I want him being Nick Fury. I want Nick Fury to throw as few specials as possible. Although, kind of going into this fight and realizing that he's running suicides, I kind of readjusted that plan a little bit, and I just did my standard way of fighting Nick and just push him to the special 2 here. So, all right. So he's just below a special 1. I'm going to build up my shapeshift charges and try and plow through his block here. My initial hope was that I was going to do a ton of damage with that special 2, but the healing from his second phase was too much. Right there, I went for a risky intercept, and he special intercepted me with the special 1, but that's okay, because I had the invulnerability boost to protect me there. And then I think this special 1 finishes him off. There we go. Not too bad of a fight. Gonna have to heal up Hulkling, but, such is life. Alright, moving up on Tier 2, we have a MORDO on Node 30, rather. He's a Conduit Defender. Gonna go in here with Void. Void is typically my go-to attacker for any sort of MORDO because he has a couple different ways of shutting down MORDO's evade. This MORDO and the next fight are both suicide users, so anytime I see suicides also, Void punishes those quite a bit. My biggest desire in this fight was really to shut off Mordo's annoying power gain. I wasn't too worried about Mordo being a Conduit Defender. I didn't have to knock him down too much. I knew that the degen was going to overpower his regen by the end of the fight, so as long as I could, I didn't really want to take a special 3, so, getting those petrifies up early was really the most important part of this fight for me. I think that's about it. I think I do. Did I take a couple hits already? I think I might have already. But yeah, so it's just, Void's hits are all physical, so the hits themselves don't activate Conduit, but the willpower does. And his regen rate cannot be modified, so that's why you're seeing him healing up a bit just from willpower. So either way, we got him down. Not too bad. Next up, we have an iHulk on Node 40. This iHulk also running suicides. We're going to go in here with Omega Sentinel. I thought about doing Void, but the degen would feed iHulk's Gamma, so I really wanted to avoid that. So I'm going to try and stick with the heal blocks here. I get a little too fancy in this fight, and I'll be honest, I had just finished watching, I think Legacy had just put out a Omega Sentinel War video, and in that one he talked about how he likes to apply, the different unique debuffs whenever he can. I tend to just apply whatever one I need when I need it, and this fight it actually ends up working against me because I lose the heal block at some point, and I don't have heal block selected as my current debuff. And what happens is he ends up going unblockable from the reinvigorated node not from his immortality. So I have to wait that out and then try and, you know, land a heavy to switch back to the heal block, etc., etc. So heal block's still up here. He's going to go immortal, which is fine. So right now we're just trying to wait this out, and then we're going to be careful not to be hitting into him when he switches back, which I was not careful, and you can see the auto block saved me there. So at this point you can see I don't have heal block selected, and my heal block debuffs have fallen off. So I'm in danger here of triggering the reinvigorated unblockable node, which I do. And I don't think I've noticed it at this point either. Right here is when I kind of noticed, like, he's healing a lot. Like, this fight should have been over already. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe you know, a big time special 2 will take care of it, but no, because I don't have the heal block, the node has triggered, or I'm sorry, the conduit has triggered from her special 2, and he's just healing up so much of that damage. So I'm not really panicking here. I'm just trying to finish him off without, you know, what I should have done was probably try and land a heavy, but you know, lessons learned. All right, this fight was not one that I was actually planning on taking. Another one of my path mates was going to, but you know, I was there, I was boosted, and you know, there's nothing really going on with KNULL here specific to the node. Like, you know, he doesn't have an armor up buff, so he's not going to be glancing, and I can shut down his and reverse his healing with the petrifies here, because he doesn't have Indomitable in this node. So the really only thing I have to worry about here is the strike counter block penetration. So, you know, I play it safe with these special 2s. I'm trying to push him to special 2. I do not want to deal with the reverse controls from the special 1 here, so I'm playing it super safe, reparry there, pushing him up to a special 2 as much as I can. And I figure, you know, taking a couple special 2s on my block is definitely going to be safer than trying to play around the reverse controls from that special 1. So, plus I'll be healing from the Living Abyss debuffs and from the armor breaks that he's hitting me with. So as long as I kind of play this, you know, just smart rather than playing it quickly, I know that I'll get him down. That's about it. You know, it's a pretty quick and easy fight, and I don't need Void for another fight, so as long as he survives that, it was fine. So, all right, last fight of the war for me. This is a familiar one. This is a PENI Parker on node 55. We took this fight a couple wars ago, I think, with Hulkling, of course. He's the go-to for this one. Hitting into auto block is going to build up our shapeshift charges, so the only thing we really need to worry about is not to get caught by Limber, but the fight is really over before we have to worry about that. So we've already built up our unblockable, land that special 2. I had put on a 150% cosmic power back boost. That's why I didn't immediately go back to my special 2. But you know, a couple hits later, we're already there, waiting for her to hold block, and there we go. There's another unblockable special 2. And at this point, I thought this was going to kill her, honestly, and now I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to take a special 2, so let's fire off that special 1, and then one more hit after that special 1 ends up killing her. So another victory for us in the book. 6 kills from me, 0 deaths, bringing our record up to 7-1. 1 war left in this season, and then we'll have a bit of a break to kind of recover all the loyalty that I spent this season on potions and whatnot. So if you guys enjoyed this, please remember to hit like, hit sub, all that fun stuff. And as always, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next time.